Yo, it's Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. But this is nothing to do with basketball. I'm gonna bring back basketball content after the Nick versus Pacers game. And I think the who else played today? I think the Mavs and OKC play. I'll be back for the recap for that. But this is not about that. This is about Diddy and what he did to Cassie in that hotel hallway. That shit was foul, and that shit doesn't represent what we about as a culture in hip hop. It's not about abusing women. It's not about mistreating them. It's not about disrespecting them. Thank you, Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Appreciate that. It's OKC tomorrow. It's not about disrespecting women. That shit is not a go. I'm not with it. I don't fuck with Diddy. I don't like this dude. I'm not gonna listen to his music. And I'll be honest, it's hard to vibe to somebody's music, even if they're a good musician, when you see this is the way they really moving around. These dudes out here trying to entertain us. Yo, you're not entertaining the goddamn thing, bro. You're done, in my opinion. I think at the end of the day, you've been living this way for so long, been drunk with power, mistreating women. People bringing up Kim Porter and what happened with her. Everybody's suspicious now. If you could do that behind closed doors to Cassie and then get in front of the camera and smile and gleam your big ass dolphin teeth like Dave Chappelle said, then bro, you probably lying about some more shit. You got it's other shit happening too. You got fucking academics saying that if I go down, everybody go down. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, it's just so much bullshit going on that it don't make no damn sense. And for one, I just want to start off by saying that I'm happy for Cassie. I'm happy she got away from him. I'm happy and again, before she got away from him, you could see there was multiple times that she tried to get away from him. When in the report that they talking about, I'm not going to play the clips, the visual part of it. I'll probably do that later, but I don't really want to watch it again. I see what happened to her in the video clip twice in the hallway, and I'm kind of done. I don't want to see it again. That shit was tragic. And it just goes to show that he does not love. That's not love. You trying to control her. You're trying to make her your slave in a way where she don't feel like she can leave you. That dude is over with. I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. This shit is terrible. Shout to Leaf. Shout to Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Shout to everybody that's watching. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and let me know y'all thoughts about this. You know what I mean? I'm gonna open up the link. This is terrible, man. This is terrible. I want to get hold on. I want to get Wally up here. I'm gonna try to do that, so we can have a female perspective of how she feels about it. I'm pretty sure, she doesn't like it, but I still want to hear how she feels about it. Shout to Cottage 81. What up? What up? Yeah, Leaf said Diddy tried to over a lot of shit with Hush Money. Yeah, he tried to cover a lot of shit up with Hush Money. That's a fact. And at the end of the day, he did cover up a lot of shit with Hush Money, Leaf. He did. But the truth is that the truth gonna come to light regardless. You know what I'm saying? I just don't like the fact that and hip hop, this is something that's supposed to be. Well, I hope. I don't want to say that. In hip hop, we cannot accept this as a culture. We can't make it seem as if this is something that we could tolerate or is acceptable. And again, this isn't no, oh, I got into some shit. And I'm not even, how you say, I'm not justifying this. But this is not a crime of passion where you got into it with your chick, words was said, and you know what I'm saying, it got out of hand. This not that. This is different. This is I own you, and nothing you could do about it. I can do whatever to you whenever I want, and there's nothing you can do about it. She was terrified. You see all of the stuff that she had on, look like she tried to wear all her clothes that she wore at one time and leave. She tried to gather everything she had and leave him forever. And this is in 2016. She ain't had a case until early this year or last year. So look at all of the time that went past before she even, you understand what I'm saying? Even retaliated with a civil case. And and she probably feel like with Hush Money, to Leaf's point, That's why she ain't make it criminal. She probably felt like, yo, I can't even. I know I can't lock him up. You know what I'm saying? But I can hit him where it hurt because people like Diddy only respect money. They God is money. And this is why they do what they do for other people in their circle because they like, oh, you got more money than me, and they'll do the most for people who got more money than them. That's not what it is. Kind of JD1, he said, "Where my wrench? I got you, bro. I forgot to do it last time, but I got you." That being said, yeah, shout to Lee, shout to kind of JD1, shout to Daniel, shout to everybody that's watching, shout to everybody, every man that's listening that respects and honors women, that don't hit women, that don't disrespect women. Yeah, men get out of hand and they may, let it fly and call a women a B word or, none of us is perfect. This isn't about being perfect with women because no man is perfect with women. But at the same time, it's blatant disrespect what he was doing. That was intentional and it was malicious and it was nasty. It was disgusting to see. You know what I'm saying? And I think ultimately we got to put our foot down as a culture, as a people. We have to. We absolutely have to. There's no way around this. This shit is unacceptable. And again, uh this is about even your boy. If you my guy and you moving around like that and you him hitting women, I will disassociate myself from you. I won't fuck with you. I'll be like, yo, if you do that to her, what would you do to me? What you say about me behind my back? Because a person showing their true colors in that way, ain't no way you defending that unless you part of that, unless you with that. You either gonna tolerate that and associate yourself from it, or you're gonna disassociate yourself from it and say, "Yo, I can't fuck with you because of these actions." This shit will ruin a friendship. I'm telling you, if I had a friend and this is the kind of things he was doing, I wouldn't fuck with dude. I wouldn't be able to trust him. How you gonna trust him and he doing shit like that to somebody defenseless? She wasn't throwing no punches. She didn't, you know what I'm saying, have a chance. She didn't have a chance at winning a fight versus Diddy. She's a young woman, and you know what I mean. Men shouldn't be hitting women, regardless of what the height, weight, and all of that extra shit. Men shouldn't be hitting women. Period. You know what I'm saying? Um, that's just how I feel about it. You know what I mean? We could get into a conversation about it. We could tell y'all can talk to me about how y'all feel. There's a lot of shit going on. I heard about Paul Pierce and his hand got almost the finger got decapitated. Wow, shit going on. Heard about how Drake lost. He lost. There's a lot of shit going on, and there's a lot of stuff I want to talk about. I wasn't here for the recap. I had life was life and I had to take care of some business. I stood on business, did what was necessary. And again, on that note, shout to family and shout to support. Shout to love, family, and support. Because I would not be here without love, family, and support. I need my family, and my family needs me. And anybody that feel the same way about me, about like yo, I need Breezy, I probably need you too. You know what I'm saying? So it goes both ways. It's a two-way street. Um, that being said, it is what it is. You feel what I mean? That's how I feel about it. I don't necessarily want to be long-winded. I want to open up the chat, have a conversation quickly for a few minutes because the Nick Pacer game gonna come on. I definitely want to watch that game. And you know what I'm saying? We're gonna be back to recap it tonight. We're gonna be back to recap it tonight. So, this is what it is, man. As men, we gotta stand for something or fall for everything. You know what I mean? You got to stand for something or fall for everything. So that's basically where I'm at with it. I'm glad Cassie got away. She did. She was with that dude. She was with that nigga for years. He ain't give her no baby. Soon as she leave him, she get pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. He was really hindering her in life, yo. That is disgusting. Yo, Leaf, what's good, bro?
What's good? What's good, bro? Just was lounging around the crib, man. I actually just came back like maybe like 30 minutes ago. I was outside, but yeah, man. Diddy packed up, bro. Like it's been that way. I mean, I saw the footage. Just to put this on your mind, bro. And I don't really like talking about this, but the his cook that at the time, or when him and Cassie was together,
Yeah.
his cook filed a sexual assault case, a sexual misconduct, sexual assault case on him, and
Wow.
he basically threw the settlement money at that. Like we've been knew Diddy was on to something, bro. Like it's not no
Yeah.
secret. We've been knowing.
Yeah. No, it's definitely not a secret, but at the end of the day, I want to say it's not tolerable neither. You know what I'm saying? Nobody accepting this. Nobody think this shit is cool. Nobody looking the other way. And a lot of these brands that give position to Diddy to be in power because of money is because of public perception. Now that the public perceive you as a woman beater, or more, you done lost a lot of money from brands that won't fuck with you no more. Now it's really over for you. So they don't care if you go to jail because you can't, your image can't make money for them no more. You feel what
That's
I'm
a fact.
saying? So
That's a
it's
fact.
I really think it's over for him, man. And I think that going in the right direction. I just want to say salute to Hassan Campbell. Hassan Campbell is somebody that's a YouTuber that be putting his content is kind of, in my opinion, keeping the community, the hip hop community, savvy to these kind of things. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
I just want to say shout to him because he really do the work. He does the work. So salute to you, Hassan Campbell.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Shout
yeah,
out to Hassan. Definitely.
yeah, but again, like I said, I'm gonna watch the game. I'm not gonna be long winded, but that's what it is. You got Brock Work in the comment. He said, "What's good, fellas? What's goody, fellas?" And I know Brock Work. He got. I don't know him, but I know he got kids. You feel what I'm saying? And me, I'll speak for myself. Me as a father of a daughter, I can't side with none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Think
Yeah,
about
I definitely understand that.
think about how Cassie father felt. Think about the men in Cassie life that wanted to violate Diddy but never got a real chance to because maybe she was protected him or something like that. You feel what I'm saying? So I just don't like the fact that she had to go through so much for so long. For a long time, everybody thought they had this perfect relationship. Oh, Diddy got Cassie and yada yada yada, and it just seemed like that was a facade. It was all of a facade to be in front of the camera and pretend like life is good. Meanwhile, she going through hell, torture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
Definitely, definitely. Yeah,
shit.
that was crazy.
So I just want to say, fuck domestic violence. I ain't never with it. And again, like I said, I don't think this is a crime of passion. The crime of passion is when you get into it with your shorty, words said, some words that probably wasn't even meant was said. People got hurt, and hurt people, and the man might hit a woman in that situation. But again, when I look at this don't look like that. This look like a manipulating ass nigga that's trying to control a woman with fear and power. Cause it ain't love that's keeping her. Cause if you loved her, she wouldn't be trying to leave you while you asleep. You know what I'm saying? So
That's a
you,
fact. That's a fact. I mean, like, I've been heard a couple of times she was trying to get away. And
you heard about
she
that
finally
Kid Cudi shit?
the Kid Cudi shit. No, no, no. What's that about?
Kid Cudi, he was supposed to be dating her back in the day on a low, and Diddy blew up Kid Cudi car.
Oh
Threatened,
wow.
threatened Kid Cudi, said, "I'm gonna kill you," and his car really did blow up.
I did not.
So
I ain't know nothing about that. I ain't know. Listen, that's something. That's something that could be used in this whole case that Homeland Security and everybody trying to rile up against him with a lot of this the shit that he doing. I don't even know what the counts is they trying to bring him down for, but I know when they finally do get a hold of him, bro, like yeah, Diddy, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, it ain't gonna be no passcode, do not collect $200, none of that shit, bro. Like ain't gonna be
that
none of that.
nigga, he
That's
gonna
that
be
nigga.
he gonna be in the pickle. Every sense of the
Yeah.
word.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh,
It's
yeah.
bad for
Every
him.
single one.
Brock
Yeah,
worked in the comments. He said, "There's never a reason to hit a woman, but I would love to hear Diddy's side of the story." I don't. I don't want to really hear his side of the story. I don't believe what he's going to say.
I don't think there's a side of a story that he can come up with, bro, for all of this on this side. Because the thing is, if
That
you
it's no
already, if
justify. It's no justification.
I put it to you this way, if you already gave up money, if you already gave up money, thinking that the shit was gonna go away, ever since you gave up that settlement money, bro, you've been under the watchful eye of surveillance and under the
Word.
watchful eye of Homeland Security and under the watchful eye of federal police. That's what you been ever since you gave up that money. Cause so now other you got a whole bunch of more people coming forward talking about private parties and mischiefs and things of this nature
Word.
and everything that happened behind the scenes, man. Listen, I was online, I heard somebody say, yo, the father from Family Matters, bro, like was in a room with Diddy and they ran out. I heard Ja Rule somebody opened the door and Ja Rule and him ran out butt naked or something like that. It's crazy
What?
stuff, man. It's crazy stuff.
Yeah, that is crazy. I ain't gonna
It's
lie. That
crazy
shit is
stuff, man.
wild.
It's wild stuff, bro. Like, I mean, listen, I heard like light stories from Cameron, bro, like in Mace, bro, but this like a lot of this stuff is getting real shaky. It's getting real sideways, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, it's gonna. I'm not gonna lie. Wait, it's not down the middle no more. If you
It's not.
side with Diddy on any of these allegations, like this is not an actual allegation, Leaf. This is what we actually seen with our own eyes. You know what I'm saying? An allegation is something you could say, oh, maybe that happened, maybe it did. You know what I mean? But to see that Cassie went through that in 2016, this is one incident, bro. She was with him from 2009. She ain't asked for no money until 2023. Like I said prior, I only think she asked for money and not a criminal case because she felt like he got a lot of people in their pocket. He got a lot of people in his pocket. So he probably felt like I don't have the power or manpower to lock Diddy up. Let me say this before I go because the game gonna come on. Watch the game. We gonna bring back some basketball content. When it come down to uh men in power like Diddy, and a woman like Cassie, her circumstances is the first person her, and she was dealing with in the music career was Diddy, and she never had no albums drop.
That's a fact. I mean,
So
like
so
she never had a career before Diddy. She never had any music or anything like that, any catalog before Diddy, bro. Like if anything, she a lot of people just looked at her as a pretty face until she dropped the record, man. I mean, cause she was cutting once she started cutting the side of her hair off, bro. That was signs right there. Because
right,
everybody thought it was Riri that was getting people to getting a lot of chicks to do it. It was her that first did it, and then it was just like, wait, what? I'm like, because I remember how beautiful she was when I first saw her,
or
and I'm just looking at this girl. I'm like, man, this girl dumb young, man. She done signed to Diddy, man. Like back then, they
I didn't know Diddy was like this back then. I had no idea. No
nah,
clue whatsoever.
so it was a lot of clues being dropped. So the thing is,
But
back
I didn't
then,
think he was abusing Cassie. I just thought he was crazy for not getting her
back
pregnant.
then, LOX on the streets is what the We Are the Streets album. They had a skit called "Raping You Records," man. I put the
I remember
disclaimer
that.
out there. Yeah, so
I remember that.
a lot of that stuff was aimed at Diddy, bro. Like he said, because
Yeah.
they couldn't, like I don't know if you noticed, but they couldn't mention Puff name in any of the records. They couldn't diss him. If they dissed him, bro, they was gonna get fined $100,000 because they were still signed to as a group. They were still signed to the label.
Right.
So that We Are the Streets album, a lot of the royalties of that album went to Puff, even though it was a Rough Riders album. So a lot of people, like I'm telling you, a lot of people don't know that Diddy gave up the publishing a while ago, but Mark Curry had came out. He's like, yo, bro, I don't want the publishing. Give me money,
Mm.
bro.
Yeah.
Give me money. You know the publishing ain't worth nothing, bro. Like you gave up the publishing because you would have made all the you done squeezed all the juice out of it, and you done made all the money off of it.
Right.
Give me $1 million, bro, so I can start my joint over. You know what I'm saying?
But
Because you
see,
know what you
but
did.
that's but that's what the thing is that I don't even think at the end of the day he making sound decisions. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's patchwork.
Yeah,
This actually needs more work than you put into it. You just figure you could throw a band-aid on a big wound, for hypothetically. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And that's the problem. I think at the end of the day, that shit, he got a lot of, I think Diddy got demons. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I think he controlled by demons in his mind.
Man,
In his head.
I think
He a
I
slave to his
don't.
own demons. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it's over for him for real, bro. I don't see him coming back from this. I really don't. This ain't like Chris Brown and Riri. I don't. You remember Diddy ain't no fucking artist. He ain't making
He's
no
not.
music.
He's not, bro. He's supposed to be an exec slash producer. He ain't even that. Like he made like the beats that he made and the stuff that he made behind the scenes or whatever, bro. Like he had a production crew for
Word,
it's all about the Benjamins and P Diddy and the fam. A lot
word,
a lot of those stuff, bro. Like Diddy was one of those. Diddy come from a circle of moguls that had enough money to put to throw something with Mary J. Blige back in '93, or and
word,
finally do something. Excuse me, with Craig Mack in '94, and still owing money royalties and stuff to Kim and Carl Thomas, and you got, if you the list goes on and on and on, bro. Like it's kind of crazy, man. It's just a
yeah.
crazy trail.
Yeah, I think after Cat Williams did that interview with Shannon Sharp, to see all of the stuff that he said, that shit was like a prophecy type to see all of these things unraveling after he said it. It's just like I really look at it for what it's worth. Like, yo, for one, there's a lot of men that don't embrace domestic violence. Like a lot of niggas is not. Come on, bro. That shit is. I mean, and for it to be in the culture, and again, the only reason why I bring Cat Williams in it is because he said a lot of the shit. He, for instance, there was a misunderstanding about something that he was a part of with the movie. That's why he wanted to pull up. He watched all
Right.
these other comedians come to the show and tell a narrative about what happened and what didn't happen. Meanwhile, he fell away about it because he like, nah, that's not what it was. This is what it is. This is what it was. And he talked to you about the relationships between the comedians behind screen. So again, even Dave Chappelle stepped in. He felt the way about what Cat did, but I didn't. I disagree with Dave on this because of business practices. If y'all, everybody always say, oh, why we not doing this, why we not doing that? Yo, business practices and professionalism mean a lot. You can't be hating on this is my guy. So because you're not hating on me, but you hating on my guy, I'm supposed to be, oh, okay, that's how you, nah, fuck out of here, bro. I'm gonna feel some type of way. And on top of that, I'm gonna stand on that, and I'm gonna tell you too. You feel what I'm saying? So again, I just think Cat Williams seen a lot of bullshit behind the scenes about whether or not we were really working together. And when he explained, articulated all of the things that happened with the Kings of Comedy, Bernie Mac, all of these things like that, and it's just talk about how we are with one another, how we are with each other, how we dealing with each other on a professional level, how that's happening, and for all of this stuff to unravel after he said what he said. None of those dudes they don't want no smoke with Cat for one. So I said, let me just, so we on the same page. Let me just get straight to it because I'm gonna go watch the game soon. He set the tone for all of this to be happening. It's like he plucked one domino and now all of them falling. You feel what I'm saying? I'm here for it. I'm here.
I feel you, because he even said it. He was like, "Yo, this is the year where all the niggas that you thought was like supposed to be this power moving moguls and all that, like all these niggas is gonna get exposed, all of them, bro. Like, and now I think since he said that, and since that interview went viral, and he said that, I'm just thinking of everything that's coming to light, and a lot of niggas that been doing out of pocket shit for years, bro. Like it's starting to come into the light. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, and one of the things that I noticed, Harvey Weinstein case got thrown out recently,
Oh,
And
really? I didn't
yeah,
see that. I
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
know
That,
that.
that was like weeks back. That was like a week or weeks a months back or whatever. So Harvey
Yeah.
Weinstein appeal got appeal had so supposedly I went through or whatever. So my thing is like if they get Kels, if they get Cosby, if they get all these other dudes, then they definitely got to get Diddy. They got to get Diddy.
But
They can't let it rock because the thing is they're gonna have to make an example. They feel like they gotta have to make an example out of somebody. Who's gonna
yeah,
be first? I don't know. I mean, like Kels ain't making no more money for the label, so they felt like they had to throw him in jail. They couldn't throw him in jail in 2001 when it first came out because a whole bunch of records was going crazy. You had Chocolate Factory, you had all of this stuff going crazy, and they felt like if we throw Kels in jail now, man, like the money companies, the record companies ain't gonna get back, and they ain't gonna be able to throw dollars at the lawyers, and they ain't gonna be able to throw dollars at the judicial system or whatever the case may be. But like it's all elevators to this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it seemed
yeah,
like to me. So I mean.
right. But yeah, and that's another thing people don't realize that I see that you just mentioned is that the lawyers in them they clean up nice. When
Oh yes,
these
they
when
do.
these when these artists they get in the trouble with the law, trust me, they paying these lawyers handsomely. You
Very
know what I
handsome.
mean? And I just think that you know, at the end of the day, it's better to keep your hands clean, man. You know what I'm saying? And again, it's just about again culture, lifestyle. What are we embracing? What do we tolerate? What do we reject? What do we say is cool? What's not cool? We the ones that's gotta have a say. And the difference between now and then is the people got a voice because of social media and being able to do podcasts and stuff like that and interact with podcasts. Remember, a lot of publications back then you couldn't like chat in the TV show. They telling you what it is. You can't reply. Ain't no rebuttal. Ain't no throwing a link in the chat. You listening to what they say and whatever they say. A lot of people just went with it. Like yeah, you talked about it when you ever seen people or met up with people, but it ain't the same thing. The interaction that the internet has, far as I think it makes us more savvy about our personal opinions, opposed to just looking at it because oh he said it. Do you agree with this person or not? You hear a lot of more opinions than maybe 20 years ago. But yeah, no, man, that's what it is, man. Social media changed a lot of this, and because of the public perception, I don't think Diddy can make money no more for the brands he was representing. You see, he sold Revolt. It's over with.
Yeah,
He
yeah, yeah. I seen that.
so case in point is, he tweeted Tom will tell the truth. That's the tweet that Diddy put out after that. I mean, the video showed the truth. You want more truth than that? You know what I'm saying? Like
I'll be honest with you, bro. Like he ain't even supposed to be tweeting nothing realistically. Like
facts.
when you going through legal shit, bro. Like listen, everything is supposed to be cut off. That means cut off you basically your whole lifeline. That means all the phones, like anything that you got that will revolt to the internet. The internet ain't been doing nothing but getting niggas lined up anyway, bro. Like especially if they know they doing sideways shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
yeah, like the same. What they say about the gram. The gram ain't never, bro. The gram. What has the gram ever done for niggas, bro? It's more for female. It's more for women. That shit is more for
Hmm.
them. That's more for them to get to do certain shit. And the internet is more for them, bro. Like the gram is more for them. Twitter is more for them. They make money
Yeah.
off it. They ain't ashamed of showing their shit online. They ain't ashamed of doing this online, bro. Like listen, years later they'll deal with it, man, because they probably been called a whole bunch of degrading words before they did it. You know what I'm saying? So why should it
Yeah.
mean anything now? You know what I'm saying? That now for you for being for having this having as being in a position of power, the quote unquote position of power that you was in for so long. Now they found out you abused it. Now it's gonna be so many different names connected, bro. Like my whole thing, bro. Like I'm wondering like if they gonna go if the feds is gonna dig deep on this, how far does this really go? How far does this go to Ross because we've been chilling in a lot of parties? How far does this go to Hove that been chilling at a lot of parties and a lot of get-togethers and a lot of Diddy parties and white affairs and all of this stuff, man. How far does this go to all of these top names that Cat Williams had quote unquote somewhat throughout there? He basically said, I quote, all the niggas that thought they was doing something, bro, and thought they was in position of power. This is the year. This year and all the upcoming, bro, is the time where they all gonna start getting exposed and they all gonna start getting notified and they all gonna go under. And when I
Yeah.
heard that and I had to I held on to that part of the interview alone because I felt like Cat Williams did say a lot of stuff, and I felt like Cat Williams, he may have, according to some people, he may have left out some stuff as well because there was a few people that responded back to a lot of the stuff that he was saying. Ludacris responded back to the stuff that he was saying. Whatchamacallit responded back to the stuff that he was saying. It was a bunch of people, bro. Like, but I know the Kings of Comedy, Cedric didn't respond back. Steve Harvey didn't respond back. DL Hughley, all them, and so many others didn't respond back. Will Smith, like the list goes on and on and on. So my
Right.
thing is just like, yo, he ain't got that much money, but he got enough resources. He got enough eyes, and he got enough stories to know what very few people know about you behind closed doors and what you really
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, I mean, we gonna see, man. I don't know how far this goes, but I do know the summer ain't even start yet. I'm saying so.
Exactly.
I'm fitting to watch this game. We could get to it after the recap. We're gonna do the basketball recap after the game. Shout out to Leaf, subscribe to Leaf 4788, subscribe to me too. Big fan Breezy. And thank y'all for watching. You know what I'm saying? W chat, W panel. We're gonna be right back after the game, man. I'll see y'all later. Peace.
All right.